Okay, good morning, MCSS board members. So here's an update on what is happening. It's summertime. We have a lot of things going on in our personal lives and our professional lives that don't really have anything to do with MCSS. So a couple weeks ago, before school ended, I put out a Google form saying, hey, what days can you guys meet? There's only one date that had enough people have a quorum, and that was this coming Saturday, or next Saturday, sorry, July 8th. And all the rest of them were less than a quorum. Now, with some other things happening, some personal things going on, some people going on vacations they didn't know about, some different issues going on, we have dropped below the amount of people that we need for a quorum for this July 8th meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, hey, let's go ahead and cancel the physical meeting. That does not mean that committee reports and stuff go by the wayside. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do something that is very similar to what you are seeing right now. We're going to be doing a YouTube Live video recording of our meeting. Now, on July 8th, I will be coming on here about 10 o'clock, maybe. I will get back to you. I'm looking more at 11 because that's the time that Carter has a nap. So what we will do is we will come on here. I will, when we get closer to it, I will send out a blast saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. If you can join me, that's awesome. You can join me. If you can't join me, that's fine. You can always jump on here and watch it later. What I need from you to make this happen, if you are someone who is unavailable to make this YouTube live video on July 8th, and you are someone who has a committee report that needs to be turned in, you either can, one, send me a written report and I'll come on here on YouTube Live and I will read your written report, or two, you can send me a video kind of like this of you doing your report and I will slide it into the finished video, if that makes sense. I think that would be the best way to work it. YouTube Live and Google Hangouts on Air has some new features where I can kind of control people's microphones. So that whole stepping on toes things may, or, we can kind of work it. But if you don't feel comfortable with it, I totally understand, and just send me a paper copy and I'll be able to report it out. There is absolutely nothing that we really need to make a decision on our July 8th meeting. That's another reason why I decided to do it this way, is because I don't want to take up one of your guys' weekends this summer just to do something that we can easily do in a podcast, in a YouTube live video, in a newsletter, that all we have to do is just sit around and just report out meetings and subcommittee meetings. We really have any decisions, big decisions to be made. So let me go over the agenda really quick so you guys know what your role is and what you need to do before July 8th. So let's see if I can pull this up. Hopefully you guys can still see me. Can you guys still see me? Am I still here? I don't even know where all this went. Okay, hopefully you guys can still see me. Let me pull this away. Yes, can you guys still see me? Hi. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me look at this really quick. So the agenda has been shared with you. If not, it should be on the email that this video link has been. So the first thing that we need on the agenda is, you guys will be able to look at this. We'll just vote on this and go through a motion and stuff of review of previous minutes. So I will just make sure that the link of the previous minutes is on this email that you're receiving with this. Then we have reports of committee. We have our finance committee. So Tina, that is you. So we need an update on the financial update, the status of the federal tax exempt, and the status of the 2016 taxes. Kate, the next one is you, which is membership report. This one's pretty big. Kate has kind of already sent me some stuff, and I'll be putting some stuff together for this because of our numbers with going for free. So I want to make sure that everyone has that under their belt and understand what is going on with the idea of the free membership. Also, remember that we had set up the fact that under the membership committee, we should have little subcommittees to take over different kinds of things. So Kate, that's up to you to talk about the subcommittees. Then we have Ted, the university liaison report, followed by Aaron's legislative report. elections update, which would be Jeff, and then we have our publications. At the last meeting, we had decided out who was going to do what for our assigned roles. And I believe that we had already discussed and put into place of who was going to write what for the July edition. And I think I have some guest writers that I have spoken to about this already for some other things. So if you guys see on here, yes, we have strategy and method articles. That's Nancy, Mount Vernon article, which is Jessica. Any PD opportunities, a tech corner. So, and I'm going to be putting in some global education stuff. I'm talking to Matthew Murray, who wrote the book, The What If, and he's been traveling around the world with Beluga recently. And I believe Rhett is going to do an article about his travels that he's doing right now and some other global education stuff that he was been talking about. So just remember that is going to, those need to be done. Then we have the DESE report from Dixie. We have the museum report. Jeff, you will not have attended nationals by then, so just give an update of what you will be talking about. Review of the bylaws, I'll have that up and updated. And then Brian, you have your conference. And then that's it. That's really all that we really need to be talking about and doing for this meeting. So, and then probably anything else you guys really want to talk about, you guys can either send it to me in a report form, or you can send me a video live, or you guys can put me on this. Maybe talk about back to school things. What things are you guys thinking about for that? How do you want to kick it off? And other than that, I think I'll see you guys all on here. So just make sure you guys have those reports turned into me. If you guys can make the YouTube live video, I'm going to say 11 o'clock on July 8th, right here. I will send a link out towards the end of the week. I think that works. I think that's what we're going to do. So if you guys have any questions, just email me back. And I think this is going to work. And I just don't want to take up that much time of your guys' weekend just to do reports and committee share outs, because there's no decisions to be made. And I hope you guys are having a great summer. And I hope you guys can link up with people who are in your area, who are members of MCSS. Like, I know, like, I'm definitely going to go see Kyle's baby here soon. And right, you are in Europe. So I want to see and talk to you about what you're doing. So let's get to work on those reports. Let's get them turned into me. And I will be back talking to you on July 8th.